What's going on, folks? Out here after the storm, and it looks like everything stood. So let me flip this around, give you a look, kind of give you an idea what I plan to do next, because I really don't have a clue. All right, so we've got quite a bit of expansion space here. We can expand this whole row, 2 rows beside it, and then we're going to try to do some blackberries, muscadines or something up the end. But as you can see, mostly got peaches here on the south side. I'm going to come back soon and go ahead and do a little bit of pruning, just to basically cut anything that's broken, or like this one's pretty good. I won't do a whole lot to that one. Peach trees are pretty small, but you pretty much got 2 rows. Each row is going to have 6 trees on it. They're spaced 25 feet away from each other. 25-foot rows. Let's see here. Still in peaches. Still in peaches. It's a good one. Now I'm going to have to go back and clean up these sides, get this grass out of there. End up putting some mulch up probably. Here we go. As you can see here, we got some apple trees here. Let's see what we've got. That's a Fuji apple there. Now they're going to grow more tall. As you can see, I'll cut some of that out. They've been cutting it out in the past. Same thing here. I think this is another Fuji. And then let's see here. Pretty well apples and peaches as we go. That's a gala apple. You know, folks, I'll be honest with you, I really don't know how to prune these things. I've watched a couple videos on it, but kind of going to get to see the learning experience side of how this goes. As you can see, we've got more apple trees there. Now we're going to switch, going into the plum trees. So, for instance, this is a roadside plum. I'm going to leave those on it because, quite frankly, I couldn't tell you the difference from one to the other. But it's looking pretty good, Now, as we move on down, see what this guy's. I think this is a nectarine. This is a Ozark mango nectarine. Now you can see how we've got. Probably end up cutting this little guy off. May leave him though. May end up cutting this guy off. And let's see what's next door to it. This is an Amore sweet nectarine. I will say, if you're looking for any of this stuff, call Cumberland Valley Nursery. It's in McMinnville, Tennessee. They're really helpful there. So I really had no clue what's going on. See, this is a Sunglow nectarine. Very small, so not really sure how I'm going to keep my deer out of this. It's really too much for me to fence. Since I put the irrigation in, it's a lot of fence post. So there's an example of what I'll be doing here in a minute. See, the storms kind of broke these little guys. Also broke this little guy. So when they're broken like that, and it's not a clean break, basically it shoots more energy trying to save those limbs and takes it away from other parts of the tree. So we're going to cut these off clean. And that's a Arrington nectarine. So I think that guy's an apple. Not 100% sure. And as we move on back here, we got some Granny Smiths. Everybody likes a good Granny Smith. We've got 3 of those overall. And then we've got, oh, Red Delicious right here. Everybody likes a good red delicious. Got a few of those. That was not a Coors bottle. Let's see here. Not sure what that is, to be honest with you. Pretty sure we've got apples. These are apples back here, most likely. Either yellow delicious, Granny Smith's, or red delicious. I think this is another nectarine. No, this is where the pears start here. So this is an Ayers pear. Same thing. Don't really know how to prune those guys yet, so I'm gonna have to learn before I make that decision. One of those measure twice, cut once deals. Maxine pear. Pretty sure I'm gonna need to top that one out a little bit, but I'm gonna wait until I know for sure before I go along with it. And then our back row here, this is a Kiefer pear. The Kiefer pear there. Let's see here. Oriental pear. Pears and the apples were a good bit bigger. Peaches were kind of small, but you can only work with the harvest you have from the previous year. Here's a moon glow pear. See, I know I'll need to cut that guy down, but not exactly sure which ones yet. There's another dead little wind caught that one. I guess got it last night. We'll clean him up. Then we're going to move into here, same thing there. And then last but not least, it's all right, folks. I'm going to get out here and start pruning these, and then I'm going to spray them with liquid fence and see if we can't deter the wildlife off of them. At the end of the day, I'm just going to replace what gets ate, I guess. But we'll catch y'all on the next one.